Hey everybody, happy Friday. How's it going? I'm just going to make sure that everything is operating. I hope everybody's having a wonderful Friday. It is insanely windy in Newfoundland tonight. So I'm not going to be going very far or doing very much. But I am going to hang out here with you folks. If I could just see the chat, it'd be great. Hang out here. Oh, I don't want to hear myself though. Not twice. I like myself, but not that much. Hey. Boom. Token Tom, what's up? Can you hear me, my friend? If you could let me know, then that would be great. Yeah. So windy. Let's see. All good, Tom. Yeah. Yep. Hey guys, I'm still trying to make sure that everything is going here. I feel like it is, but just to be sure, I'm going to give my buddies a couple time to roll in. I think Michael wants to come hang out. Two feathers, I should say. We might have a couple of other people coming to say hey, so just going to make sure everything is working. Hey, Jax, everything good? Yeah? Awesome. I think that we're probably good to go. Awesome. Okay. Welcome to anybody who's here. Anybody's going to come in a while. My name is Sheba. I'm hanging out with you guys from Newfoundland, Canada. It is a very windy, rainy, yucky Friday here this evening. So I've been spending the last probably 45 minutes trying to figure out how I'm going to make all of this work smoothly. My last couple of streams were, I'm trying to see if I can get rid of the growing pains, shall we call them. So I also am contemplating whether to partake on screen or not because of, I don't know if I want to do all of that or just kind of avoid it altogether. But it's hard to know what to do these days in the world of streaming. But there's probably a pretty good chance that I'll just say fuck it and just do it with you guys. My favorite consumption method is away and going out there. Some of you guys see me today trying to walk on that ice and stuff. I'm just not going to bother with that this evening. So I'm going to hang out here with you guys, and then eventually I'll take you down to the garden and show you guys what I've got going on down there. I would love to chat with anybody. If you've got questions or whatever, I think that I have this 2-device simultaneous operation figured out, I think. Yeah, so thanks. Who we got here? JC Smith, welcome. You just subbed. Thanks so much. Grinch. Hey, how is it down in beautiful California? Hey, guys. Yeah, so I'm just going to hang out here for a little bit and tell you guys what I'm about and what I'm doing now, what I'm up to. So I am a grower, first and foremost. I call myself a budget grower because it's the truth. I wish that I could manage to have the bankroll for all of the best gadgets and, buy some crazy breeding stock and growing is just, it's not cheap. So I do it as cheaply and efficiently as I possibly can. And go away, family. That was my son. It's just like, ah! Anyway, so yeah, that's fun. Yeah, so now I'm totally distracted, but that's okay. Yeah, so I grow on a budget, and it's something that I learned that I love to do. I started growing in 2019 when it became legal in Canada. So I figured, well, hey, if I can grow 4 plants and not get in trouble and just learn, then why not? So, and it was a certain point in my life where I could have really used the additional type of therapy. So, turned out I loved it, and I haven't really looked back since. So this will be my 7th year growing, I think. Yeah, it's definitely a therapy all of its own, aside from the medicine that you can consume later on. So I really, really like that. I managed to luck into some really fire stuff back in 2023 from a local grow me here in Canada. And once I came across that stuff, I started to learn about cannabis genetics and what makes it up, what traits I like, what traits I don't like. Started to learn about different breeders in the industry, breeder ethics, all kinds of stuff like that. I just kind of dove in head first because I thought it was fascinating to see a certain plant, start off cold and coming out of a shipping box and then turning into something that you never dreamed of, kind of thing. So that's how I got my official breeding start. I was given some really awesome stuff and just decided to have fun with it. So yeah, I'm about 2 years into my jealousy project. Just a heads up, I'm just going to put it out there that I'm going to make this go away, and I'm going to make this show. Yeah. Oh, come back. Yeah. So since then, I've almost been addicted to it. I just find it really interesting and therapeutic. So I do spend a lot of time gardening and thinking about gardening, and as of the last couple of years, breeding and genetics and whatnot. Hey, Ogo Alexandra, how's it going? And I see my girl Z is out in the audience. Hey, welcome. Thanks for being here. Much love, guys. Yeah. So, like I just had up there in the banner, nothing is for sale or trade. I am a cannabis genetics breeder, but you really have to be careful what you say and how you say it and how you navigate the industry when you do what I do, or when you are interested in what I'm interested in. You have to make sure that everything is done just the right way, and so I do try my very best to do that. I have a family and I love them very much. I have animals. I have a career that I love. So this is a hobby first and foremost. And I call it a form of therapy as well. It's more than a hobby to me, but ultimately that's what it is. And this does not put food on my family's table, so it is not a top priority, but it is something that I like to do. And I think that the potential is there to get my genetics out into gardens and kind of get it to work its way into people's hearts, because it's really good stuff. And that's entirely thanks to Tiki Madman, because he is who did the original jealousy breeder cut that I so fell in love with and have kind of just went crazy with ever since. He worked on that cultivar for 10 years, I think. That's what him and I have spoken over social media before in private. But yeah, it took him a decade to do that. So all the work that he put in there is you can only imagine. So I definitely always make sure that I give props to that genetic foundation, because there's no doubt in my mind that that's why what I've done with the So Jealous is as successful and as good as it has been, and that it is because of all of the crazy, crazy, crazy work that Tiki Madman put in. So props to him all day long. Hey, Tiff, how's it going? Welcome, welcome to the show. Yeah, so jealousy is my thing, cannabis strain wise. Jealousy, the emotion kind of sucks. But I was thinking about the kind of crosses that I wanted to do. And I wanted to have it like sort of a theme. Hey, growing old, good evening. Yes, yes, please hit those thumbs up. Come subscribe. Do the thing. Hang out with me, please. You know you want to. Yeah. So jealousy is my thing, and I was trying to figure out what would be a good theme to kind of go with that as the foundation. And I'm like, okay, I can't call what I'm working on jealousy or an S1, because that's what it is. I can't call it that because, of course, Cookies already has a jealousy S1 that costs hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So to call my version that would be very problematic in the market. So yeah, I definitely didn't want to do that. And I thought about it. I have a band that I really, really like, a Canadian band up here, and I like all of their music. But anyway, they have an album and a hit song that is called So Jealous. So I was like, okay, I can get on board with that little name for the strain. And so then as the wheels were turning and I was thinking jealousy, I just kind of thought like, that's a really like a real brutal emotion. It's, and then I thought, the 7 deadly sins. And so then when I looked at them and kind of, I knew them anyway, but when you really kind of look at them, I thought, oh, hey, cool. I have a couple of different test strains going on right now that I could just, I like to make them mean something. So I choose everything for a reason. I choose the strain names for a reason. Like it has to do, like I can go through and explain, right? I won't right now, but what I mean is I choose the names for things all for deeper reasons. Hey, Arrow, welcome. The name of the band, Tiff, is Tegan and Sarah. That is the name of the band. They are they're twin sisters that are from Alberta, and they're really great. I've been listening to them since I was a teenager. They huge part of my life. So yeah, it only made sense that my first strain name is something that's going to be so pivotal to my growing adventure that I kind of give it a nod, like a name that means so much type thing. Tegan and Sarah, I was just typing. You got it, growing old. Yep. I adore that band. I've seen them in concert many times. I love music. You guys can feel free to ask me musical opinions and stuff anytime. I'd love to talk about that shit all day long. Hey, Shy, how's it going? Welcome, friend. Broken Arrow, I don't know if I caught you, but hello. Oh. So yeah, the So Jealous did amazing in testing. It did so good. It did better than what I expected or what I thought could be expected for a first release from someone who is new and learning like myself. Again, I give all that 90% of that props back to Tiki Madman, because I chemically feminized his gym and it was really successful, but it was his gym that, So yeah, but the crosses, that is where the real work has begun and is commencing, because there's a lot to that. I've been working on with the strain for 2 years, but the crosses, I'm starting to see now where I'm in the second generation of them. I'm starting to see where if there was an issue, Hey, Grow and Grind, welcome. If there is an issue in one filial, and even if it was just minor, and then if I go on, you're going to, of course, you'll see that any small issue is going to compound in the next generation. It doesn't always happen that way. It's a matter of statistics. So you don't really know what you're going to get until you try. But generally, you can anticipate that the issue is going to somehow magnify as you continue to go through the generations. So knowing this and having started out with an S1, which I don't think it's a hard way to start. I don't know if I would suggest it to anybody that's trying to learn to breed or that wants to start out and kind of, because I'll just jump in. Like, rigs are the way to breed, and anybody who breeds cannabis can attest to that rigs are the best of the best genetics, DNA for DNA that you can get, basically. But there's also a whole whack to be said for autoflowers, and there's a lot to be said for feminized genetics as well. So because the mother plant that I had, hey guys, hey Blind Neil, welcome, my friend, welcome. So because I only had that mother plant, and I was absolutely atrocious at taking my cats are fighting. I was absolutely atrocious at taking cuts. I thought, well, how am I possibly going to keep this plant around? She turned into an absolute beast. I have to flower her. I can't keep her around like this. What am I going to do? I don't want to lose her. I'm sure lots of you guys that have fallen in love with a plant or a strain can attest to how that feels. Hey, Twiz, welcome. So anyway, I was in panic mode, and I had a Newfie brother of mine who was growing some of my stuff, and he said, well, why don't you try a chemical reversal? And then I dove in and learned everything I could about that, how to do it, the pros and cons of which ways, because of course you have STS reversal spray, which works great. I've never used it myself, but I know it works well, and many people go that route. Then there's like Elite that you can get, which is extremely expensive. Basically a version, I think, of STS, but it's a really, really fancy, expensive version. And then there's the raw chemicals. So me being a budget grower, of course, it kind of goes hand in hand that I'd be a budget breeder as well. So when I was chatting with him, he was like, I have the chemicals here. I can send you out a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and I can help teach you how to, put it together. And I was like, wow, like if you can send me these little crystals and you can help me do it, then yes, and of course we made a little arrangement that I would send some of the progeny, of course, and whatnot. And absolutely I did that. And I will always be grateful to him for helping me figure out how to do that at such a critical time with that plant. But anyway, with his help and my crazy obsession, making sure that it went right, it did in fact go right. It went really, really right. So yeah, those are out and about and available. Not for sale or trade here, though. Absolutely, positively, if anybody has questions or inquiries, anything of that nature, please feel free to send me an email. I'd love to hear from you. Yeah, we really have to be careful how you go about doing things online. So there is my email for anybody that would like to touch base with me privately. I would love to do so. What's going on here, guys? Oracle, hey, how's it going? Yeah. Hey, Mary, thanks for jumping over there. I'm just getting used to all of your guys' channels and who actually is what name and whatnot. Just bear with me. I'll get there as you guys get to know me. Hey. So yeah, what do you guys want to talk about now? Do you want to talk about the crosses? Do you want to talk about the want to talk about breeding plans, maybe what I plan to do next, because there's lots. I'll tell you guys about some of the crosses. They have a long way to go. It's going to be years and years type thing before any of that is ready to be released in a mass way. But strain wise, I'm cooking with Mac 1, which is the cap cut version. That was the mother for one cross. I did another cross that was with Candy Kush. It was actually an F2 preservation that came from DNA genetics, was where the strain originated from. So anyway, I took an F2 of that and crossed it with the reversed Jealousy. That one. What else did I do? I did a Gary Payton, which the cross didn't work out as well as I had hoped. So that one isn't being continued, but I did attempt to cross that one. What do you need to do?
I need water.
Okay. I'm like in a super highway part of my house. It's super duper convenient. But that's what you get when you don't have devices that coordinate. So yeah. Gary Payton didn't work out. I did Mendo Breath as well. And I attempted Mendo Breath. That one didn't want to pollinate at all. So that one didn't work. I got distracted because my son walked by. Sorry. What else did I do? Well, yeah. Oh, the other one that I did, the other magnificent one that I did was peanuts. I heard about the sweet seeds version, and I'm like, wow, I'm really interested in permanent marker as well. I have a wedding marker from AQ that's an auto fem actually. So I definitely plan on playing with that. 120%. I heard that today on Mary's and I was like, oh my God, that sounds incredible. What was the other one that I had? Oh, yes. The other original cross that I made with the reversal was Peanut Sunday, which is a photo fem by Canorado Genetics. And that seed was just a gift from a friend up in the Yukon here in Canada. And it was just a one-off. And so I planted it. It was a runt the entire time. I almost culled it a whole bunch of times. But at the end, she turned out to be quite a nice, stout little thing. And so I put her in with, hey, how's it going, Andrew? Welcome. Hey. So yeah, I put Peanut Sunday in that specimen in as well. And she turned out to be absolutely amazing. What a beautiful cultivar that one was. She just she was just hiding away and keeping it secret as to how amazing she was. So that one, unfortunately, has shown a little bit of instability, which it's disappointing. But at the same time, that started from a photo fem. So that doesn't mean I'm not saying the photo fem wasn't stable or anything, but I can kind of understand taking a photo fem and then putting it with reversal pollen. You kind of have two fem, I'll call it inputs. And so, yes, there's definitely a chance that you're going to have instability get compounded potentially in that progeny. So anyway, I have seen a little bit of that in the testers, but I'm going to keep moving on with that one because the profile is so outstanding. It is like putting a spoon in a jar of smooth peanut butter and taking a whiff. And then the taste and the aroma it's really, really good. So it meshed together with Jealousy in a way that I was not prepared for. It's so good. So anyway, that one is causing me a little bit of grief, but I don't want to give up on it just yet. I did a blueberry cross that I did have to move away from, which was disappointing. But also breeding wise, I can understand why. The origin. Hey, UK Medical, welcome, brother, welcome. The mother was originated from bag seed. So, and I know you're thinking like, okay, why on earth would you bother even trying to breed something that you have no idea what it is or if it's stable or not or what have you? Wouldn't necessarily suggest that either. But I did a huge scrog of a blueberry that I found in blueberry flower. There's videos, there's pictures. She was an absolute monster. I ran her way, 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 way too long. And at the end, she tried to stick around and she made 2 feminized seeds. Well, back then I didn't understand what was happening. I said, I have 2 seeds, this huge plant, I have 2 seeds. So what the hell happened? Anyway, the next year I said, screw it. I'm going to plant both of these and I'm going to see what happens. Oh, good. Sorry, guys. I'm just double checking that. Where was I? Darn it. Yes. So she made 2 seeds and I was like, all right, let's see. I loved the mother. So let's see what she's got. One of them turned on me. So she got tossed. And then the other one I took outside last year. And hey, Crumblewig, cheers, brother. Welcome, guys. Welcome. So last summer, I took the other seed and I brought her outside. And it turned out that was the most beautiful, thick cannabis plant that I've ever seen in my entire life. Her pistils were like so long and the hottest pink that I've ever seen. It's very, you can't help but stare. It's really something special. And I thought that was really, really cool. So I'm like, well, I'm going to try to breed her and see if I can't keep this beautiful presentation to come through, right? I knew it was a long shot, but I still really, really, really wanted to try. I have an amazing group of testers who I call the Dream Team, and they've been so incredible. Many of them have been with me since the beginning. They've been testing this stuff, and the good, the bad. They just keep trying stuff and giving me feedback and just helping me make my work better and better. So I have such a huge amount of gratitude for, pardon me, for my whole crew, but especially my Sheba Dream Team that does my testing for me. Who else got here? Hey, EE, what's up? Oh, okay. All right. Well, we can't have the device powering down. That's not good. I need a charger, my love. God love my wife. She's got me. I have the cord, but I don't have the block. Thank you. Okay. What do we got here? Hey, Joneson, how's it going? Hey. Hey, guys. Hey. Bear with me. I'm just I'm gonna try and get this thing plugged back in because I don't want it to die. Thank you, my love. Now, do you want to work now, perhaps? It says that it's unreliable, so I'm just going to hope that it's going to be okay. Okay, so for the record, I just want to put it out there that for those of you that don't know, I am in Newfoundland. Bearded Bud, if I didn't say hey to you, hey, my friend. I am in Newfoundland, and the weather is usually crappy. Right now, we have like 100 and something kilometer winds just blowing like crazy. there are going to be times when I'm going to get cut off. I might drop out. Like anything like that can and will happen, as we've seen in my last streams. But I don't want anybody to panic. Just hang out with me for a minute. I will always come back. Okay. Just so you guys know, it could happen. You know, it's kind of crazy here sometimes. So yeah. Now, I am going to talk more about genetics and stuff because I just love it. I could talk about jealousy all day long. I'll tell you more about that blueberry here in a few minutes. It's about the cross. Yeah, like I said, it didn't work out, but what are you supposed to do? You can only try, and then if it doesn't work, well, then adjust and try something different. Hey. That's not the right one either, my love.
Not gonna work?
No, hers is a USB on one end.
Oh.
Anyway, I hope that's going to work. And if it doesn't, don't worry. I'll come back on my phone. And yeah. What's going on in the chat here? Do we got anybody new that came in? Hey, everybody that's still hanging. Thank you. I've got a friend here tonight. It's going to keep me out of the wind. In theory. This is not my usual method of consumption, so I find I'm just here trying to figure this out. You dabbers are all like, my gosh, let's go. Get it out already. Yes. Strange silent clouds. That's right. I don't use this enough to even really know if it's working. So yeah, I'm gonna lean off screen here just to keep it copacetic. What is it about vapes that always hit after you exhale? Yeah. That blueberry was so beautiful. Those pink pistils were lovely. Sip before you rip. Absolutely. See? My bong is it goes so much more smoothly, which is probably not what you would think, but it does. Yeah. So I took my testers and I, one in particular, he helped me take that blueberry and preserve it, basically. He sent me some clones that were true for him. So, because I couldn't get mine to stay true. So he hooked me up and I used Seed Junkie. I had the Seed Junkie jealousy, you know, the one that started it all. Pardon me. And so I popped some of those and I got a stud out of it. And I took everything that I mentioned so far and crossed it back with it's not the original parent, so it's not a legit back cross, but I figured it was like a strain back cross, sort of. I wanted to bring in some more stability from regular jealousy genetics, if that makes sense. It should, but that's kind of what I was thinking. Yeah, so it turned out after 3 generations, the blueberry that I'm speaking of, I renamed it Vanity out of my 7 deadly sins. And I'm sure you can understand why I chose that one to be Vanity, because of course that pink presentation was just so freaking gorgeous that she deserved that name. Anyway, super duper sad to say, but that cross did not work out. It was just too unstable at this point. And I don't know if working that exact line of that strain that I want to make, I don't think that that's the best way to go. So I'm rethinking my blueberry element. I do have ideas. I have some amazing people. Hey, Alaska's finest, welcome. I do have some amazing people and breeders that are showing me different genetics that might work, or they're hooking me up with things that they think will mix really well. I really appreciate that, by the way. My genetics are basically built by me through the community and for the community. And when I say that, I mean, being a budget breeder, I can't go on to seedjunkie.com or, tikimadman.com like I would love to and just drop thousands on genetics. But that's just never going to be a feasible thing. So I have to reach out to the people that I love and trust and be like, okay, what do you have that you love that you think would possibly go well with jealousy, or that maybe would go well with the type of profile that jealousy has, or that the one that I'm working with, because they're not all the same. I think Tiki's jealousy is the best one, hands down. I'm biased, but it's also true. Yeah. I forget where I was going with that again. I'll get there, though. What are you looking to add? What is the jealousy profile? Thank you so much for asking that, Jeff. I'm going to tell you. Okay, so Tiki Madman's jealousy. Just a second. I had a tester send me some press love from my Candy Kush tester. It's Candy Kush Cross Jealousy, of course. That's the one that I called Wrath. I got some delicious stuff gifted back to me. It's spectacular. So yeah, the profile of Tiki's jealousy. I think that, like any strain, it can be so broad in the different versions of it that it's hard to nail down exactly, what traits that you love. But the cool thing about Tiki's cut is because it was the breeder cut, and because he worked it so long and so diligently, and it almost was hard to screw up. Like when genetics start out really, really, really incredible, it's really easy to keep that momentum going. You know what I mean? And the main elements that Tiki brought into his profile was there's different presentations, right? But ultimately, it comes down to grapefruit, pine, and cream. and they can be in different concoctions. One can be more forward, one can be more in the background. Some are citrus on the nose and more funky on the smoke. And like, there's just so many beautiful renditions that I've managed to come across. But those are the three combo for Tiki's version. The citrus, I've had the grapefruit is my favorite. That's my favorite presentation of the citrus element. But I also love mango, and I've had it lean towards that. I've had a tester who told me that his was more of an apricot. I had one that I didn't like quite as much, but that leaned more sweet clementine. I'm not an orange fan, like strong orange, but this one can lean a little in the orange. Pardon me, I'm trying not to sneeze, and now, of course, my nose is running. Yeah, and it can, depending on the phenotype, it can go different ways. The Tiki Madman's jealous, like, so jealous S1. That's the progeny that I'm going to talk about. That's my progeny. So I have found in them, those are the main profiles, key elements there, but they all kind of mix together in a different way, like you can imagine. And some of them have this really funkiness to them, almost like it wants to go cheesy, like very extremely pungent. Some of them. And then other times you can get them really on the cushy side. And so, you know, you're getting more of the indica effects, and you're seeing bigger colas and whatnot. So you can tell that it can lean that way as well. And it can come across on profile and the aroma really, really cushy and whatnot. Sometimes kind of tangy. It can come sweet. The pine is limonene is amazing. I agree. Jonesin, hey. Hey, hell yeah. Thanks for being here, guys. So yeah, it can kind of go some different ways. I can't wait to try the Durban poison. I'm really excited about that. You were talking to me about that, and I thought, oh, that is going to go so well with what I'm cooking with. Yeah, the pine is, I find, the most prevalent in veg. If you do stem rubs, or you just open the tent and when it's warm in there or something, and you'll get that pinene aroma. I really, really like that terpene as well. That's a really pleasant one. I like woodsy profiles. I like spice. One of the crosses came out with a really heavy myrrh profile, which is pretty neat. I've never come across myrrh before, but that's what the aroma is. Yes, absolutely nothing for sale or trade. Thank you so much, UK Medical. We're going to be talking about genetics, so it's kind of unavoidable not to say the word, seed or genetics or whatever. I think that's a little bit unavoidable, but I am going to try to be as careful as possible and keep us and me as safe as possible, and make sure that everybody knows that nothing is for sale or trade on social media, YouTube, or the like. If anybody wants to chat or wants to ask questions or anything like that about my genetics, about what I like to do or what I'm working with next, please just email me and we can talk about whatever you like. Yeah. Never ever. Yeah, so those are the profiles, and they're really addicting. I gotta say, there are, between the crosses and between So Jealous itself, I think that there's 5 jars that when I open them and I smell them, it's like physiological response. It's not a choice. I'm full of basically it's like I guess it's the kind of reaction to like smelling something that you really like, I suppose. Like if you were to smell a bouquet of roses and you really like the smell of roses, I guess it would make your physiology change, and it would almost be like a little bit of an arousing effect, like, not like that, but just all of your senses are aroused, right? So that's what I find with the really, really good cultivars that I found so far. That goes to do with the So Jealous, and there's the Mac one. I called that one Lust. That one is still in the preservation stage. That one is incredible. The way that those profiles mesh together was really, really cool. So I really like that one, and sometimes they just pair really well, right? It's kind of like food and drink, I suppose. Sometimes they pair well. Well, profiles do as well, definitely. And the entourage effect is sensational on them, if I do say so. What do we got going on here? Yeah. Yorkshire boys. Right on, right on. Good evening, Miss K. Good evening, good morning, all of the above. No, not quite. Hey. Yeah. So I'm trying to sort of, I don't want to take on too much at once, and I don't want to like try to master all kinds of things at you can't take on too much is what I'm getting at. But oh, okay, no problem. I just got a notification. That's all good. Isn't that the worst though? Because now I got my thoughts forgot again.
Yes, you got too much.
Yes, so I don't want to take on too much, but I am interested in seeing what can be done with speeding up photo periods. And so in order to do that, I have to introduce some kind of autoflower genetic. So now, as well as working on my crosses and trying to hunt out the best phenos of what I have cooking, I also want to see if I can take the ones that I love and speed them up, because where I live in Canada, basically lots of places in Canada, the growing season is very, very, very short. And where I live is even shorter. We don't get to put stuff out until without worry until June. And then depending on the season, you're looking at September and everything could absolutely go to shit. Or, so I definitely have to fight with Mother Nature at the end of it. So having my stuff finish a little on the like a fast finishing side, that would be really, really helpful. And also getting them to you can finish photos here, but you'd have to do light deprivation in order to get them to finish on time and to start on time, like where you need to, right? So for where I live, that just doesn't work out for how long cannabis needs to flower to be fully mature. So I was going to do light deprivation. I probably will try that next year just because it's cool and rad and I want to try it. But ultimately, I'm going to want to make stuff that is best for where I live and what I want to grow. And so that's going to have to mean that it needs to speed up some. So anyway, I'm not going to delve into autoflower genetics. It's a whole other ball game. I need to learn how to actually grow autoflowers first, because that's still very much a work in progress. But I am thinking of it. Like, okay, so, I'm going to, what kind of stuff would I want to work with? What, I'm thinking. Growing old, 8-9 weeks of flower. Yeah. I'm looking at, I've got auto rigs from AQ because I love AQ. A really good buddy of mine hooked me up with a pack of AQ's auto thems, and it's Afghan butter. So those are 10 auto rigs in that pack. And because I really like the lineage that he's got going there, and I really trust AQ's work. I'm going to use that as like my training wheels auto preservation. I'll see if I can find myself a nice mating pair, and then I'm going to try to preserve that. And if it works and I like what I find, then I'll probably breed with it and continue on and bring it into jealousy and whatnot. One of the crosses that I already have came from AQ as well, or at least the mother did. It was his Satan's gas. I think that I know that that is a jealousy cross, but I think that it's with Gary Poppins or like basically jealousy Gary, and it's gas leaning. So well, yeah, it's called Satan's gas. So anyway, that strain, a cut of it was gifted to me from a really good friend here. There's so many great people up here. It's crazy, especially on the coast where I live. It's just like a huge family. They're like, "Oh my God, I have this. I'm sending something out. You want one?" Yeah, okay. It's beautiful people all over. But I'm blessed to be surrounded by the ones that I have and that have been in my life and shared stuff with me. And Satan's gas was one of those gifts. So I spoke to the breeder and I asked for his permission, of course, and got his blessing to make that plant, that mother plant. Hey guys, hey. Guess whose device died? Yeah, that's me. So now I'm going to try and figure out how to do this. No, guys, it's not you. It was me. I'm so sorry. And then I'm panicking to try and figure out, to try and find a new device to see you guys with. Okay. Okay. You guys did lose me, but I'm back. Hey, guys. Okay. I am here. I am just going to be right back, guys. StreamYard. Why don't you guys show me YouTube? That would be great. Harlan, I'm probably going to take over. Is it?
Because I always enter her stuff. Jesus.
Yeah. Hey guys. Bear with me as I just try and get resituated here. Probably just go down to the grow room. I got lots of you lovely people here. Everybody in the chat, hey, much love. I am going to go so that I'm just on my phone only. I'm going to go down to the garden, hang out with you guys, show you the plants and stuff. But I am going to just go on my phone, so I'm not going to be able to see any of the chat. So yeah, you guys will be sweet. Just behave yourselves, and yeah. I wonder if my buddy wants to come up. Let's see. We can hear you, just FYI. Thank you so much. I'm aware of this. But thank you. Oh, yeah. I hate tech. That's all good. Okay, so you guys take care now and behave yourselves. I'm going to hopefully not regret this and go down here. Yeah, I know. I'm just gonna go on. No, as in I'm gonna use my phone. I'm there right now. Okay, let us go. You know what? Maybe we'll have to just have a little pit stop here. And yeah, I think we should. You're in the show. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you. So yeah, jealousy is that's my jam. I am very much in love with that, and breeding and growing for that matter. Oh, hang on a second. That's probably not. Okay, my darlings. Hello, hello. I have my headphones in, so I'm just on another computer now to make sure that I can hear you guys and everything is still good before I go away downstairs. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Hey guys. We can hear you. Okay, that's great. So, chat, can you still hear me? Let's see. Hey guys. You did not smell meat turps. You guys are something else. I tell you. My goodness. Oh, I love you guys. This is so complicated. All I want to do is smoke my bong. Okay, that'll do. That'll do. Hey, yeah, there's my boy Andrew. Fucking rights. I hope everybody is having an awesome Friday. It is currently 10 p.m. here, so that means that I've been live for an hour, which is cool. I find time kind of turns into a time warp when you're streaming because you just don't know how much time is going by and how much banter you're saying. If anything makes a lick of sense. But I'm glad you guys are here. I appreciate you guys for being here. I'm just going to collect myself a little bit, enjoy this another little bit. I might even like to see my buddy. Hey, what do you think there, Andrew? You want to hang out? You want to come to the garden and look at my mothership? Our mothership? I'm sure that he will. 8:30 here in Nasty Natty. Well, 8:30, hey? It gets so much later in Newfoundland before it gets later everywhere else. It's a fun joke. You guys are like, oh my God, you have a half hour? Why? Because we're just that special. Yeah. Cheers. Cheers to one and all. Thanks, they're good. Yeah, we try. We certainly do. Yeah. See, I'm totally a bong ripper. You know what I mean? Oh, I don't think that I'm making big enough hauls. I think that's the problem. Ah, okay. That's all good. What's everybody at tonight? I know that Friday is usually a hopping time for almost everybody. I was all over the place today. I was hanging out with Ogo, and I went and hung out with Grown and Grind and Rock Solo, and uh, yeah, it was a really good day to hang out with you guys and everybody in the community. Had some cool chats about various things. So like content that I'm not usually used to sharing, like some of my past struggles type stuff. But I think that it's good to share some of the stuff that maybe isn't so comfortable because it helps us look at it and grow from it. And yeah. Yeah. So what was I saying about genetics before I got cut off? I was talking about going over to autos, and that Satan's gas that I had crossed. That's a fucking beauty. That one is really, really cool. And I had permission to work with that one, so that'll be full steam ahead on that cross. Yeah, the crosses are going really well, and in a sense that they still have a whole fuck ton of work, but I know what I like now. I know what to chase. I have like I'll call it like a genetic compass. And so now I just go find what it is exactly that tickles my fancy the most, and just perfect it. Keep making it better and better and better. I hope to make a name for myself. I don't need to, but I'd like to. I'd love to, actually. I would fucking love to. And I hope that I'm laying down the bricks good and solid and strong and firm, and that you guys are ready to hold on for dear life, because gonna be I'm gonna be going for a real fun ride, and it's not gonna stop anytime soon with any luck. Hopefully. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We got some Ohio peeps, eh? Fucking rights. Pretty sure I have a buddy. I'm pretty sure Two Feathers is from Ohio, actually. Two Feathers was going to come and join us tonight, but he is also very sick, and his little babies are sick and stuff, so he might not be able to come around, which is totally cool. But he was going to, and much love to him. I have 6 more subscribers than I had this morning, so that's pretty freaking cool. Thank you, whoever came over. My subscribers are actually kind of funny, because like the numbers are, because it was like 147, 146, 147, 146, and it would just changes, you know what I mean? But it's going up now, and that's cool. I know it's important, and of course, I want to get more out there, but this is just a hobby, and a passion, and if I don't ever make it big, I'll still have been extremely successful as far as I'm concerned, because I love that. I love So Jealous so much. That progeny is well worth everything. Yeah, all good. But I do want to take it further, and I do want to keep perfecting it and crossing it with things that haven't been uh, necessarily seen before, or at least like on the it's a fairly new strain. Jealousy only came out in 2019, so like I'm sure there's a whole ton of potential for dope jealousy crosses. And that banana one from Sweet Seeds there, over the bay, that sounds amazing. Hey THC, thanks. Much love, much love. Yeah. So it's going to be work in progress with the crosses, but I'm stoked, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm learning so much all the time. It's fucking rad, honestly. I'm really happy with life in general, or with my life. I'm with the garden, and family and work, and it's good. Life's good. And I want to send out some love to everybody else. If things maybe are good, or maybe they're not so good, or maybe you wish they were better, I get it. I hear you, and I'm sending out some special love just to you. You never know what anybody else is going through. Hey, so yeah. I'm going to use this again. Well, I have to watch out for my double chin there. My gosh, how embarrassing. Anything else you have your heart set on breeding with? Right now, I am really keen on versions of jealousy. So I don't think that I'm going to be moving away from uh, I don't think that my love story with jealousy is anywhere remotely near done. But I do have interests to bring in with it. One of them is permanent marker. I do really want to see I really want to try. I have a wedding marker by AQ. So that's a wedding cake and permanent marker cross. The only issue is that it's an autofem. So it's not exactly how I would want to start that strain per se, but I do really like what's cooking in that. And then to add that in with, say, like my So Jealous, I think that that could be a serious heater. So that's one of them. I'm a huge fan of peanut butter breath. That is a standalone strain that I'm interested in because I've already bred that one. Um, nice, they're good, nice. Um, I've already bred peanut butter breath, uh, like unintentionally, and there's all I went through that story before, but yes, I have wonderful, like I'll call it pure because it's just been ran through filials and it was originally Thug Pug. So it's really fucking serious peanut butter breath stuff that I'm sitting on that I will definitely be working. It's just I need to be able to dedicate my full attention to it because it'll be a multi-filial hunt and it'll be really important. It'll be, head down, ass up, peanut butter. So I love that idea, but I still want to try and get a firm foundation on the 7 sins. So my 7 crosses. I really want to get that. It's not finished. It's going to take forever, but I want to get everything a keeper cut from those, and then I want to definitely look at the peanut butter breath. Um, will I cross that with jealousy directly? I'm not sure. I don't know if, like, I assume that the profiles would be great because I love them both, but um, I want to keep my peanut butter jealousy version to the peanut sundae the cross that I made, which is what I've called gluttony. I really want to keep that because I can't explain what that profile is like. It is absolutely fucking dreamy. So good. I There we go. That's a bit better. Yes, very good. 7 deadly sins. This is my lineup. That it's like I said, it's not ready. It's not going to be ready for a long time, but it is in the making. I'm going to have 7 killer versions of jealousy that will be available someday. I don't know when. Yeah, you do have my peanut butter breath F4 twist. Yes, you do. Or unless you're talking about a different version. But yeah, thanks, Chris. Hey, Guppy Girl. Oh my God, Guppy Girl. Hey, love, love, love. I haven't seen you come up. I haven't seen you here before. Welcome, welcome. You're so jealous has sprouted. Yes. Hey, Christopher, thank you so much for reminding everybody to smash that like button. Please, please do. Different breeder. Okay, cool twist. Oh, you're talking about Wonder Bread, I'm sure. So Wonder Bread Seeds is another fellow breeder. And oh, well, thanks for making your presence known. Much love, Guppy. Yeah, a fellow breeder that I know is working on peanut butter breath as well. It's really common, like you call a spade a spade. Peanut butter breath is people work it, right, because it's fucking awesome. So, but like anything, you gotta go through it to find the good ones, like as in the good strains. Just because something is peanut butter breath something, pardon me, doesn't mean it's good. But I do fully believe that Wonder Bread is doing awesome work and that his peanut butter breath is probably rad. I have PBB F3, F4, and I just did an F5. So when I do my intergenerational filial hunt, it'll be with those three. Like I said, the F3, F4, and F5, and I'll hunt through all of those and find what pair I want. So that is coming, but I don't think that it is. I don't think it's the right time for me to work on my peanut butter breath because there are other things going on. As in, like, there's a couple of other really nice ones on the market, or in the community, I should say. Nothing for sale or trade. So I don't feel the need to like rip mine out right now. Like I said, yes, I'm breeding and I love it and I'm going to keep doing so, but I'm so not in a rush to go I don't need to get where I'm going overnight, I'm in it for the long haul. Yeah, gotta head out. Take care, Thurgood. I love you, brother. Thanks so much. Take care. Have an awesome Friday. Yeah. So it's cool, man. It's cool. Seeing So Jealous from coast to coast last year outdoor was really fucking cool. Literally, there was almost a plant in every province, and like, indoors, outdoors, it was pretty friggin' rad, I gotta say. So now I'm at a point where people know what I'm working with and where it came from, and that it's solid, like it's fire. But it's not something that can be rushed, and getting your name out there and your product out there and stuff, and showing what you're made of, that doesn't happen overnight either. And I am not afraid of hard work. I'm not afraid of dedication, and I have boatloads of passion. So I think that with time and with good people and the right influence, um, I think that I could probably do anything. So I just need time, and yeah, it's corny, but I believe it. Yeah. You guys are so wonderful. There's 25 thumbs right there. You guys are so awesome. Thank you. Thank you. 153 subscribers. That's pretty rad. That is insanely rad. It went up a lot in the last month. Like, I think 80 subs in a month, which, like, it doesn't entirely mean a lot to me because I don't understand it on scale, but it's pretty rad though, I think. It feels nice that you guys care and that you want to hang out and stuff. I know it won't always be like that, as in, you're not always going to keep everybody happy, but I think as long as you are good to the people that you love and you care about, then they're good back, you know. Yeah. Hey, Poppin' Seeds, welcome. I'm gonna head down to my garden here in just a moment, guys. Yeah. This is sweet. Yeah, I love peanut butter in general. It is my jam. Well, it's my peanut butter actually, but yeah, friggin' A. Let's get ready and head down to the garden, I think. All right, let us go. garden time. My favorite time. Just going to relocate. It's awesome. There's so much rain that my basement is flooding. It's just wonderful. Gotta love it. Hey. Okay. All right. All right. Down in the garden we are. It's cold down here, but that is okay. The babies are warm. Yeah. Fucking right. Life's good. My roots in my mothership are going amazing. That is going to come up here in a moment. I'm going to show you guys the progress there because it's something pretty fucking spectacular if I do say so. I'm sure that my homies Ogo grown and all of my Ogo Army homies are right there, but yeah, I'm going to show that here in a moment because it's rad. Canadian innovation for the win. I've got some little babies. I've got three different gardens at the moment. I've got a little nursery, and I've got my veg tent, which is basically the mothership. And then I have my flower tent, where there's a competition plant currently in flower and a scrog. So yeah, that's my three spaces. Because I grow on a budget and I breed on a budget, I kind of have to be able to take the plants through all of their different life stages completely separately and safely, but all in the same garden, right? I know that big rooms and stuff are definitely the way to go, but given the nature of my environment and my equipment and whatnot, this is how I do it, and I love it because I can see all the different stages. It's really exciting to me to have to get to see them. You know, I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, this was printed by Garden of the North. Awesome, awesome guy. Yeah. Yep, yep. All right, let's show you guys the babies. Okay. What is happening right now? Don't do that. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. That light is being silly. Yeah. So here we got the babies. I have two mini bucket challenges happening right now. Up here in Canada, we've got a little Home Depot orange bucket challenge. And we've got a Canadian Tire mini bucket challenge. Muskoka Grower is doing that one. The group and the buddy of mine that's doing the orange bucket one is the same wonderful maritimer brother that gave me my Satan's gas cut. Some real good people out there that take care of me lots. So yeah, this is pretty neat. See if I can get this camera back and show you with my fingers which is which. So this and this and this one and this one and this one. So these 5. This one is doing so much, like just kicking ass and taking names. This one here is a nice specimen, it looks like as well. But yeah, those 5 are Mac 1 cross jealousies. So that's my lust cross. Those are the last of them. So I'm really, really hoping for something in there that I can breed with, whether it's a female. Well, of course, it will be a female because those are R1s. I used feminized pollen to make those seeds. So it's one of those experiments. Hope that it works. But I do have high hopes because my last 2 lust plants that I grew out and flowered were sensational. They were basically identical, absolute dreamy. So I do have hope for the cross, and those 5 babies. That's my hope right there. And here, these 2 little ones, they're doing great. They're autos actually. And they just got their first feed of newts today. I am not an auto grower. I'm not an auto grower. I haven't grown one successfully to date, but I keep trying. And this little challenge, that should be a fun way to get a couple of them under my belt. This gem right there, see how big she is? Like I don't know. I guess this is just going to have to be a little bit of shameless self-promotion because just look at her. She's brand new, fresh, so jealous S1. She got popped the same day as all of the other seedlings that you see there. This right here is a clone. That's not a seedling. This is a clone of my mint so jealous pheno. You'll see the mother of her in the tent with my mothership. But yeah, she that competition is for a seedling and a clone. And so I said, all right, I'm going to take this, and it's any genetics. So I thought I'm going to take this opportunity and I'm going to make so jealous shine. So yeah, she is so jealous number 15 in my stable ever, and she's off to a fucking insane killer start. This one is coming back really great too. I actually started her in my mothership. She didn't have a chance to start rooting, like really, really rooting, but she wanted to. I think she was just starting to send out a shoot or two, thinking about it anyway. I had an issue with one of my blueberry vanity that I was going to use in there. Of course, it didn't work out genetically. I had to trash them. So I thought, gee whiz, it's so early. I need to stick another clone in there. And it was one that was in the mothership working on her business. And I was like, all right, well, fuck it. Let's do what we do. And I'm used to cloning in soil now. So I got it, my root rush, and got it my stuff, and just got it done. So she's doing really great. But she started off in the cloner and didn't even do her thing. She's still bouncing back, happy with life though. Yeah, and this is by Feed Me Genetics. These 3. I haven't tried Feed Me before. That's a little competition as well. So just waiting for them to do their thing. And these are a couple little ones by Wonder Bread, the guy that we were chatting about a little while ago. He's a fellow Canadian breeder, much like myself, who is just putting in the work and putting out good stuff. Nothing for sale or trade. Yeah, so that's really, really exciting. Gotta make sure that everybody's tucked in there good. Okay. Yeah. You guys are not going to be able to see in here really because I have to turn out this light because they're going to sleep. But this is the flower tent. So we're going to let those 2 ladies go to sleep. This is my one plant that is it's not cannabis. Yay. That was a gift from a plant friend. Plant friends, best friends. Can you guys see this? Of course, it's backwards, but it says, hustle until your haters ask if you're hiring. That was a quote that AQ had said to one of my dream team growers. And then my dream team grower said it to me when I was having a rough day because I was getting some hate, just because I'm just trying to do my thing or whatever. Anyway, that stays up now as my Shiva affirmation. And now, some serious action in here. This is the really exciting place for me these days. Pepe is there, and veg Pepe, and she wants something to drink. And that's okay, honey. I will let you have something to drink in just a couple moments. So yeah, anybody that's hung out with me before probably recognizes these plants by now. But this lady right here is that's my So Jealous S1 mint pheno. Both of these ladies right here are So Jealous S1's original progeny. So the same one that the seedling is that I just showed you, and the clone. The clone is from that mom right there. I think it's pretty cool to have one of my favorite plants in soil, and then another one of my favorite plants, well, my all-time favorite plant, here in Arrow. So as they grow in their different mediums or their different techniques, I can see each take off in their own way. So I think this is a really valuable experiment. I'm really happy with how it's going so far. She's stunning. Just won't take no for an answer. Just I top her every other day, and she's just like, yeah, okay, I don't care. You can just keep going now because I'm not going to stop. She's a girl. And this, that's my girl. And like Ron or Andrew, I know you're right there in the crowd somewhere. Look at this. Can you even see these shoots and how like they're so much bigger already. Okay, hang on. This is very exciting. So what do we got down here? We have 1, 2, 3. Okay, so today when I was hanging out with Andrew on his VTR, he was like, "Hey man, I would top that," and I was like, "Yeah, I kind of think that I would too." But I wanted to, I wasn't sure, but I was thinking it. And so then when Andrew was like, "Man, I would top that," I was like, "Fucking right, let's go, snip." But I did just count, and that was the 4th node that I took away. So it's hard to see that there are actually 3 more nodes under there, and they're absolutely blasting off every morning when I come down here. That plant looks different and noticeably different. Like I sure that I want that to happen, but it's also not wishful thinking. It happens every morning. She's bigger and just coming back more and more and more. It's so exciting. Okay. I think that we are just about ready for some root reveal. Some good old root. Apparently that's can be a bad word as well, but we love it. We love seeing those roots. All right, let's get this fucking shit going here. Let's see. All right, let's do it. Actually, first, let's look down this way. Yeah. So this morning, when I looked at her, she had one long fishbone, we call it. It's because what the root looks like. It was one long, huge fishbone tail that she had this morning. I took pictures. That was the case. Now, I just saw multiple. Oh, look at that. Like, seriously, just look at that. It's amazing. Like, one, two, three. There's 1, 2, 3. I can't even count. There's like 8 little um tails coming down. Do you know what I mean? And they're all weaved, braided together into this beautiful freaking. Oh, it's really cool, guys. Really, really cool. Arrow is awesome. Try not to touch it off the sides or anything like that. Okay, I'm going to twist it in a little different direction for the night. Yeah, look at that. Look at all that fresh new growth. And you can see that she's purple. Her bones, I'll call them, all purple. I do very much love that about the jealousy. You'll see it in her too. Everything. She likes to be fuchsia, purple, pink in her stems and when she's fading. Yeah. So this is the newest news with that. I'm so fucking stoked on that. These are my 2 favorite plants that I've found in the entire hunt. I think I hunted. It's just small. I think I did 31 plants total for my first hunt last year. Excuse me. So yeah, those plants they're well over a year old, but they're not 2. So yeah, those two babies have been around a long time, and I thought that one was gonna die. I thought that one was gone. I did a soil version at the same time that I put her in here. The soil version is long dead and gone, and she didn't do anything for a very, very, very long time. She needed a lot of help coming back, and so I would keep checking, and it would be kind of, mushy on the bottom a little bit, or something like that. So I would re-snip it and try again, and I think I did that maybe once, maybe twice to try and get her to go, get back into Zoom mode, right? It took a long time, but she did come back, and when I first saw those little white nubby roots come out, oh my god, I was on Discord with Ogo at that time actually when I was on the phone, and I just about shit a brick. I think it was Tibbs Eve in Newfoundland, so that's the 23rd of December. I think it was the 23rd. Anyway, that was probably really fun for the Ogo team to witness firsthand because being a soil grower, seeing those big beautiful white roots like that is just I don't know, man. That's crazy. You got to see it to really get it. I think super duper cool. Much love, Ogo. I think that they have great products. Anybody that wants to hop on over to ogogrown.com, they have awesome stuff for getting you into Arrow. Arrow is what I'm obsessed with at the moment. This version recirculates. And so it's just such a nice, easy, clean thing to run. And I think in about a month. Give it a month. And then this girl and this girl are going to get chopped up. They're going to fill this entire thing. I want 9 of her and 9 of her. And then once those have rooted and I officially have them saved for the future, then I got to get these ladies flowering because I want some more of their flowers stat. I think, oh, the amount of flower that I have left by these 2 ladies from the indoor run is so sad. I could cry. But the main thing is that they're still here, so Sheila can fix that. And that can all be fixed. Yeah, like, just want to stare at her all the time. Yeah, fucking right. Love this timer too. Sweet little timer thing. It's awesome. I love it. Good night, ladies. Sheba loves you. Yeah. Let's get you guys turned around now. Hey. Yo. How is it going? I hope everybody enjoyed the little garden tour. I love my garden. It brings me so much joy. It's so great. And I find it's little victories that make it all worth it, you know? Um, I'm still learning, of course. And so that little bit of roots, like seeing that amount of roots before my eyes on a cultivar, like a specific plant, last of its kind. That is the last piece of DNA in my possession of that cultivar. So big fucking deal. Most of my progeny that I made from So Jealous Cross Seed Junkie was with that pheno. That's my girl. So seeing her come back like that, legit from death's door, like she's basically a zombie. There's nothing. I can't describe how good that felt. And I can't say for sure, but I think that if I didn't have the Arrow cloner, like the mothership from Ogo, I don't think that I would have her now. And like, simply because I don't think that she would have been able to fend off pathogens of soil. Like, for example, when she was just about dead, she was just a nub of diatomaceous earth, covered in webs. Like she was so basically gone. I felt terrible. But now, like, geez, when was it that they've been in there? She's been in there since I think November 29th, I think. So anyway, it's been a long time, and I really didn't think that she was going to make it. So to see that plant do that, those big, like big roots like that, and you see the little fish bones coming out, right? Like it's so crazy. And I'm not over exaggerating. This morning when I looked, that one long, like nice looking tail, right? There was one of those this morning, like, and now there's so many more. It just multiplied in a day. You got like, I love soil, and I'm a soil grower, and it's my happy place because I know it, right? But I would be insane to not admit that Arrow is a whole new ball game in the most amazing way ever. I love it. I don't have it all figured out, of course I don't. But I'm hooked. I'm hooked. So fuck. Yeah, I'll definitely be continuing to use my mothership I just keep using it. What I plan to do is root all of my clones there, and then once they have nice big healthy root systems, then take out what I want, put them in my soil substrate, and flower them out as I please. So that's the plan, and that'll work great. That's a stellar plan for myself. Uh, but I do want to know what it would be like to flower a plant in an aeroponic bucket. I'm not going to do that in the mothership. That's not what I have it for, and it would be way too chaotic. That's not what it's for me, or really in general. I don't think, but I do want to try to flower something aeroponically. So I'm just chatting with my buddy there over at Ogo to see if I can get put into an aero bucket, because I think that he's got the know-how to, and he's got all the goods up here to be able to make that happen. And I want to do it, but I don't have that knowledge. So I'm gonna have to pick his brain and see if he can help me out, because I'm gonna have to see what it's like to flower a cannabis plant aeroponically. Yeah, and the Fresh Princess, she does such an amazing job with her food and stuff like that, and she's a huge aeroponic grower. So it's like, man, is there anything that it can't do, really? Like, I'll never leave soil altogether. I love soil, right? But man, I tell you, there's a place in my garden for aeroponics, fucking straight up. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I am going to head back upstairs so that at least I can have a look at the chat and touch base with you guys again. All right, let's go. Hello, beauties. How goes it? Hey. What do we got going on here? Hey, guys. Let's do it. Everybody's still hanging out. Anybody that's still here with me, thank you. I love you guys. This is great. Cheers, Jimmy John. Cheers, Christopher. I'll go Jax. Hey, Guppy, what are you saying? Popping seeds. Hey, Twist. What are you saying, Guppy girl? My basement is flooded. Has a whole different meaning for us queens. No doubt. Hey, doll. Is your mothership the same cross as Guppy? Do you mean the equipment? Because the mothership is yeah. Can you explain what you need, sweetheart? I'm not sure exactly what you mean there. Yeah. Look at her go. That's a nice time. Oh, is it Jax? You haven't seen her in a long time, hey? That's awesome. Definitely. Super cool. She has taken off like crazy. It is really, really rad. Oh, that's awesome. You're wonderful, Jax. I just came up and saw everything that you've been saying. That's really sweet. Thank you, Jax. Much love. You're somebody that I'm getting to know a bit better, but it came secondary to Andrew. You know what I mean? Of course. And but his sister Jax, she's really great as well. I'm happy to be a part of the family and to have you be a part of mine. Yeah. I want to hang out more, but I have to pee. So I'm like, well, do I go and come back? What is going on with everybody else? Do you guys need to be anywhere? Is everybody cool? What is happening? Let me know. You guys want to keep hanging out, or are you guys ready to move on and do your thing? I'm thinking, should I try to go outside and use my bong? Tough to say. But a big part of me also just wants to kind of leave it here and then I think this was a good stream. I think that this is the third one now, because I did one on New Year's Eve, because technically it was New Year's Day, but that was to celebrate the 2-year birthday of Tiki Madman's original Jealousy cut showing up at my door. So New Year's Eve was a really, really, really big day for me for that. And then I did a Breeder Talk segment last Friday with my good buddy Two Feathers, and my really good friend Andrew from Ogo also came up and hung out. And then this is my second one. So this is the third stream, second Breeder Talk. And I do think that it's something that I'm going to keep doing on Fridays, like earlier on Fridays. Because like I said, it gets late here much sooner than it gets late in most other places. And I also am kind of like an old lady at heart. I go to bed and get up early and stuff. That's just how I roll. So you're not really going to catch me streaming late at night. And if you guys are staying up really late, you're probably not going to see much of Sheba. And so I apologize for that. But I do have a very involved, demanding life that I enjoy, and I'd like to do right by all the areas of my life that I can. But yes, I do love to do this, and I do want to keep sharing. I don't know everything. I don't know most of it. I don't know the fraction of it. Like I really have a lot left to learn, and I know that. But I'm 35 years old, and I think that I do have what it takes to succeed in this area. So I'm gonna keep working and keep collaborating with my homies, keep sharing my work with you. Yeah, I really want to be able to show everybody what I've been working on. So yeah, if anybody wants to come and give me a shout, the email down there, feel free. I'd be happy to answer any questions, or if anybody wants to give So Jealous a try, or that would be the place to ask. So please feel free to do that. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm gonna get ready and clue it up, because I know that this Friday night is a hot time, on YouTube. We got some other awesome people that are going to want to get in and do their shows and stuff. So where are we at here? We're at 54. So I'm going to clue it up in 6 minutes. Okay. 6 minutes. That will bring us to the 2-hour mark. And then Sheba is calling it quits. At least on the stream anyway. Hey, Big Germ. How's it going, sweetheart? Yes, please smoke that like button. Please. Mucho gracias. I appreciate you guys for being here. Fucking right. I'm not gonna forget who was there and showed me love when I was up and coming, because I'm just getting started, homies. I promise you that. Thank you guys for coming out. You guys are so sweet, especially the chat. Well, obviously the chat. You guys are awesome. Awesome. It's so nice to read that stuff. I'll keep coming back and hanging out with you guys on Friday if you're down and if you're around. Please stop over. Don't be afraid to ask me a question. Anybody that did, I know Jeff Growing Old was getting involved there. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. Same thing with Thurgood. Thanks for asking questions and all of the feedback. I appreciate it. It's really nice to hear from Jax here at the end that the big difference in the route that she saw. So that's really fucking exciting. I do need to go to the little girls' room, but I'm gonna try and hold off until we clue up. And then, in all honesty, I'm probably gonna go over to Discord and hang out with my Ogo crew. Yeah, that's anybody that is looking at well, like I found that they are really, really helpful, like Ogo in general. They're very helpful with the products and getting things like with helping getting you situated and whatnot. There's videos and they have like a team basically that is pretty much always available on Discord. They have a little membership over there, and but anyway, it's really rad because I have questions and I have like morning check-ins, especially before when I was trying to figure it all out, like in the beginning. Pardon me. I'm kind of coasting along okay now, but in the beginning I had a lot of questions and I really didn't know what to my ass from my face, really. And being able to hop over on Discord like at 7:30 in the morning and be like, hey, my pH is at this, my whatever is at this. What does that mean? So, then I would have, 3 or 4 of them, the core crew, they're always there. And if one isn't there, the other one is. And I got my questions answered. And I took the advice. I watched the video, like when you get the mothership, there's a like a how-to video as well that Ogo has. So I was like, all right, give me the link, show me what's up. Like I want to do this and I don't want to fuck it up, and being new, it's probably a pretty good chance that you will fuck it up. So I was really, really, really hyper cautious and followed all the suggestions. My really good buddy, Muskoka Grower, he had some growing pains with his kit and he helped me so we were able to just have those growing pains together a little bit and learn from each other. And it's if you want to learn how to do it and you are willing or able to invest in yourself a little bit or in the equipment a little bit. I know that that's hard to do. Like I get that, but I do, even though I'm a budget grower and breeder, I try to focus on something that would really be a game changer in my garden and then budget for that. And, and then I won't be able to do another, equipment purchase for like a year, or whatever. But the mothership is getting that recirculating arrow cloning equipment. I think that was probably that was one of the best things that I've done lately, for sure. In the growing, breeding wise, everything is going great. I've been telling you guys about that, and that's awesome. And I'm going to keep going. But growing wise, this is the newest and brightest and coolest thing in my life is aeroponics, and I'm rocking the mothership. So, yeah, if you do decide that you want to hook yourself up with something like that, I highly suggest jumping over on the Discord and asking questions and all of that jazz. It's really great if you guys want to learn. I am, and it's fun, and yeah. So all good. Let's get ready to include this up, eh? A sip. And then I'm going to turn this fucker on. Watch the battery die on this now too, of course. Almost. All right, guys, we got 3, 2, 1. 2 hours. Woo! All right, guys. Cheers. Still not the same as a bong. I'm gonna have to go and have a pee break and then venture out into my shack and have a real proper hit. Hey, good evening, guys. You just got here. Did you, Jerry Bear? Wheezy. I'm just getting ready to head out, sweetheart. I'm gonna let everybody else kind of do their thing and do their episodes because I know Fridays are really hopping time. But I did get over 2 hours, and that's really exciting. And I am so glad that you guys stuck around and hung out with me. Hey, my daughter. Thanks, man. Cheers. Cheers, everybody in the chat. Thank you for being here. Good night. All of the best. I subbed up Sheba. I'm at Applebee's if my wife can't hear anything. You're amazing. God love you. All right. That's awesome, guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate it. Again, one last time, nothing is for sale or trade. Just here trying to get my foot in the door, trying to make some moves. And I'm so grateful for anybody who is here to take the ride along with me. I appreciate it. Much love and take care. Everybody in the chat, much love. See you.